Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can do 2-look OLL on a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. So let's go right into it. So 2-look OLL is more beginner if you compare it to full OLL, but this isn't really beginner because beginner CFOP is when you do one algorithm to solve the cross like this. And then it would be up to 3 more algorithms to solve the rest of the yellow layer. But 2-look OLL is when you recognize the case to solve the cross like this. And then you do 1 more algorithm to solve the rest of the yellow layer like this. And it combines to a total of 10 algorithms, which most of them you already know because of the soon, anti-soon, and maybe some of the bar cases. So 2-look OLL is really good for you if you want to be sub 30, and I'd recommend it if you want to be sub 30 on 3x3 because this would help you get there a lot easier. And it's only 10 algorithms, which isn't too hard to memorize. So let's get right into the algorithms. So first we're going to go over all the algorithms without the yellow cross, and then we'll go over the cross-oriented algorithms. So the first algorithm is when you have this bar right here, and the way you do it is you need to put this bar horizontal and you do this F R U R prime U prime F prime, and that should solve the cross. The next one goes like this, and if you ignore the corners, so make sure you don't look at the corners, it looks like this V shape right here, and you put it in the back left, and then you do this algorithm. It's F, then you do an inverse sexy, which is basically the opposite of what we did last time, and then it's U R U prime R prime F prime, and that solves the cross there. So the next algorithm to solve the cross is when you have this dot right here, and how you do this is you do the same starting off with the other algorithms. It's F R U R prime U prime, and then what you do is instead of doing the F prime, you use this middle layer and then you do an S move just like that, and then you do R U R prime U prime, and then you move both these layers back, and then you have the cross like that. So that algorithm, even though it's kind of hard to do the S move, a bit quicker would go like this. It's F R U R prime U prime, then you do S R U R prime U prime, wide F prime, just like that. So now that we went over all the algorithms to solve the cross, the next one we are going to do are the ones to solve the corners. And starting off, if you have one corner facing the top and the other corners are pointing in a clockwise direction like that, you do this algorithm. It's R U R prime, then you do U R U2 or U2 prime R prime, just like that. The next algorithm is mostly the same, it's just opposite, and if you have this corner right here, but the corners are pointing in a counterclockwise direction, what you need to do is you need to put the corner in the back over here on the right side. So that's how you orient it, and the corner should still be facing a counterclockwise direction, and then you do R U2 R prime U prime R U prime R prime, and that should solve the yellow layer from there. Next up, if you have no corners facing the top and you have the double headlights, which means you have the headlights over here and the headlights over here, what you do for this algorithm is you do R U R prime U R U prime R prime U R U2 R prime, just like that. A lot of these simple beginner OLL algorithms can be executed very easily, which is why I'm showing you these easy algorithms so that you can execute them fast. Like for example, for the next case we're doing, this one can be executed very easily just like that. And the way it works is if you have headlights on this side, but these two are pointing opposite of each other, so one's pointing the back, the other's pointing the front, and the headlights are on this side, how you do it is you go like this. It's R U2 R2 prime like that, U prime R2 U prime R2 prime U2 R, just like that. Next up are the ones that have the 2 corners on the top, and for this case where you have the 2 corners on the right side and then you have these two facing opposite of each other just like that, you go like this. It's wide R U R prime U prime, wide R prime F R F prime, which is basically a wide sexy move and then a wide sledgehammer. The next algorithm for the diagonal is the exact opposite of the one that you just did, and it should be if the 2 diagonal corners are facing the top and these 2 are facing the right side. So it goes like this. It's F R prime F prime, wide R U R U prime, wide R prime, and that's how you do it. The next one goes like this. If you have your 2 corners facing the top over here, and then over here is where you have your headlights, and it goes just like this. It's R2, then you do a D R prime U2 R D prime R prime U2 R prime to solve that. So those are all 10 of the 2-look OLL algorithms, and once you memorize these algorithms, you should be getting through OLL very fast. Now, I am coming out with a 2-look PLL video sometime soon, so be sure to stay notified for that one. And I also will be coming out with a full OLL video sometime in the next couple of months, but I'm working on refining my OLL so I can find the best algorithms for you guys, so that's why it's not coming out as soon. If you have any questions about these algorithms, be sure to comment them down below, and also be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any new videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.